Good afternoon. How are you? Well, it's just a tad chilly. Thomas Jefferson says the temperature is 62 degrees. Humidity is lower than it's been, 42%. And the wind is 5.9 miles an hour. And right now I actually feel the breeze, so that doesn't always happen. In fact, it's pressing against me. Congratulations again. It won't get old. That we had this marvelous rally on Saturday, and they can say whatever they want, but we made an impression. We made an impression that we care about our nation, we care about the content of our government, both in terms of who's in it and what form it follows. So, what is the reaction? Well, it's very interesting, and I think this is bad journalism. I don't know how you put this into context, but I'll give you the example. An anonymous senator says, oh, you know what the problem with that No King rally? Now they have to get something. They can't just agree and open the government again. Now, these people who are afraid of fighting, of competition, of caring about anything that's more important than their phony baloney job should be run out of town. This person shouldn't be allowed to be anonymous. It's like throwing a propaganda bomb in a room and running out and giggling as you go until those people there are blown up or compromised. Now, a single anonymous senator says this, and that gets printed? Really? And you don't cite who it is or why they'd be influenced? Fighting and then turning up 7 million people, the largest number of demonstrators in American history for, 40 or 50 years, and that's not a statement to people who rely on voters to get elected and to sustain themselves in office? But that's what this anonymous senator says, without saying the rest of it. Without saying, okay, if we sign off for defense spending, how's that work? Oh yeah, that's not going to help anybody who's going to lose health care. But, sure, fire up the guns. The Dems should get something for it. The Dems show profile, at least in terms of this fight as a leadership fight in the Senate and in the House among the Democrats, saying we care about people, and if you're not going to take care of them medically, then this government is shut down until further notice. That's the position. And in a matter of days, this is going to come with pain to both Republicans and Democrats, that people can't rely on health care. And they can't rely on it because of the Republicans. That's the message. Now, who do I think the anonymous senator was? Well, I have, at least 2 of 4 possibilities. I think John Fetterman of Pennsylvania is right at the top, and Angus King is right in there. And we have 2 others. One joined today. His name slips my mind. And they're trying to add one by one fearful senators who are Democrats so that they can open the government again and people can be hurt. Because there will be no proposition to take care of those whose health is at risk. And that old expression there, but for the grace of God go I? No, sorry. This is where we're all going. We're all going in this direction. This stuff doesn't happen in a vacuum. And they've created as much of chaos as they can to supplant the regular order of constitution and laws and precedent so that they can do the things they're doing. Fetterman has always been strange, and now I don't know who he thinks he is and what he thinks he knows, but he has his thumb up to the regular Democrats in the Senate. Now you have to ask yourself, and I've been there when this has happened, you have to ask yourself if John and Angus are caucusing with the Dems while voting against the caucus that wants to fight for the people. And these people want to honor who? Wealth safety, promotions, deterrence for some trick or truth known about these people. What are they getting out of it? The art of the deal, it appears to me, is the art of the quid pro quo. It is the art of corruption. It is the art of everybody has a price. That's the Republican Party. That's what we're fighting. Because we're not in that back room. We're not getting those benefits, nor should we. If you can't do the deal in public, you shouldn't be doing the deal. So I celebrate Democrats, however they came to the feast, to fight for our rights, to fight for what's fair for all of us, for equal justice, because that is the only America worth having. There are people leaving America now. We are losing the greatest minds to Europe and elsewhere because of this guy. It's like he's pulled the plug on America and made us the most vulnerable. How many nuclear employees can you get rid of and be safe? How can you denigrate our armed forces and have them fighting our own people and not be at risk? How can you be adventuring near Colombia, near Venezuela? How can you be doing that and it not cost us security? We are wasting energy, we're wasting time. We are compromising the economic life of Americans from one shore to the other. That's not what a president's supposed to do, but that is what this president is doing. It's like he's decided to take a fall in a bad fight. The mobsters have told him to take the fall and he's doing it. And if he's not doing it because of pressure, is it any better he's doing it because he believes in it, destroying America? Does he so hate the place that he has distorted through his bad deals and corrupt bargains and terrible antisocial activity? The Dems, some of them, want to be thought of as pliable as the winds that determine whether or not they keep their job. But this is one of those times in life and in history when, if that is your choice for your own personal advancement, you don't deserve to be in this country. You don't deserve to have the benefits. And probably because you're taking, as we see so visibly by the people who get pardons and the ones who are appointed, you are running a criminal network of historic dimension. And that's what we're fighting. That's what Saturday was about. Now, you know, the ones who are not true blue Dems, they're chicken yellow. They're what one Texas political used to say, they're that yellow line down the center of the road. They're not worth anything, they're not worth spit. And some of them should be in prison, and none of them should be in public life, because they don't believe in our system of government. Take an example, the U.S. Border Patrol is being assigned cameras to discourage combat tactics in Chicago. Imagine that. We know they're doing it. We have pictures of it, and now we want them to have cameras to catch it. While, do they still wear masks? Are we concerned that we're focusing on their gas, their pellets, their flash grenades? What does that have to do with law enforcement? What are they protecting? They're not protecting anything. What they're doing is they're trying to start a fight. If you ever had a fight as a kid, it usually starts with, oh yeah, you know. Well, these guys have been saying, oh yeah, and we've been pushing back. But where are all our elected officials? The ones that are supposed to represent us, who aren't doing shit. That's not acceptable. And what do we have these soldiers doing? They're loitering toughs, looking to provoke a reaction, looking to create such a wave that they can declare martial law and take what freedoms may remain yet. You know, Trump, his signature characteristic is his bullying, his lying, his aggression against people. See the drama playing out with Zelensky? He's going to see that Zelensky can have Tomahawk missiles, which would give him some parity with Russia because he could strike into Russia itself. And so Trump is for it until his parent pulls him back. His parent, Putin, he wants Donbass. He doesn't want an armistice where they're fighting now. He wants to be awarded something he has not won. Doesn't that fit Trump? Doesn't that fit Putin? Trump gets his dictator in training orders from pushy Putin. That's what we've got here. And back at home, we have our Marine Corps, Semper Fi, and I mean that. And their faithfulness to America is being compromised because they're being used to scare citizens. And they choose the day of the No King rallies to do it. Spraying shrapnel in their domestic arm game practice for what? To prepare the nation for martial law. To lull us into accepting greater arms for pretend or faux security. To strengthen he who wants to be a dictator. Who flaunts it in the stuff he's circulating. Dresses himself with crowns in his AI productions, has Democrats of some worth and power bowing to him, though they haven't publicly. So, what do we have here? Well, it's very interesting when we have No King rallies and the politicians are afraid of the success of the people. There's the division for you. Without regard to the party, Democrats and Republicans are afraid to be on the record, afraid to fight. There are great exceptions. Why aren't more following the lead of Obama, the governor in Illinois, the governor in California, the various members of Congress? Why aren't they out there fighting? Because they never should have been in office in the first place. They're not worthy of the office that they raised their hand and swore to preserve and protect, and they're not doing anything of the sort. Portland, we have a decision. The National Guard's okay. To do what? To repress? Are they legitimate? No. They're there to denigrate the First Amendment. Offshore, our president is literally killing people he's got no business having anything to do with. And he's been called out for it by the president of Colombia for killing a fisherman. We have a lot of work to do. Across the country, well, some of these Democrats have got their fiddle and are watching places burn in fires created by Trump's strong-arm men, his brown shirts, like every dictator before him. We, the people, have to figure out the next step. And there are meetings across the country discussing just that. And we have to do what our elected representatives fail to do. And it may not be in the ballot box. It's going to be in the streets. Now, I'm not encouraging anybody to war, but I'm saying that we have to continue to show that it matters, that you care about this country, or we'll have nothing to do with you. All the best. I'll talk to you tomorrow from our Cathedral of Trees. All the best. Bye-bye.